This is Walk Around Your City, A Call to Pray. Author, Donna Sanchez. Read by Donna Sanchez. Day 3. Perversion. And with many other words he testified and exhorted them, saying, Be saved from this perverse generation. Acts 2:40. Notes. From the moment I stepped out of my house, the Lord started talking to me about sexual perversion. I had recently heard some disturbing statistics about kids and sexuality, so when he started talking, I got on my phone and looked them up while I walked. I did not include them below, but the Lord talked to me about them as I read. Words from the Lord. Pray against sexual perversion that is running rampant in our country. Sexual perversion has always been a struggle for humanity, but through technology, the enemy has gained free access to virtually every human in the world. Short of never allowing your child to spend time alone with another child, not allowing your child to go to school or play with neighborhood kids, and using textbook-only homeschooling, it's virtually impossible to prevent your children from being exposed to what could potentially be the greatest threat to humanity, the spirit of sexual perversion. These early sexual traumas put children at a much higher risk for low self-esteem, low self-worth, addiction, violence, depression, anxiety, trouble maintaining relationships, and suicidality. The spirits of perversion have saturated our culture. For decades now, the spirit of sexual confusion has been given free rein as it has become socially unacceptable to refer to any deviation from male-female sexuality as inappropriate. The enemy has thrown our children into such confusion that some even have anxiety about the use of male and female pronouns referring to their own sex or sexuality. To discuss these things as issues, even with your own children, is being labeled bigotry. Our media, because of our silence and in the name of being unbiased, has promoted infidelity, divorce to household parenting, single parenting, and alternative lifestyles as the majority of the homes characters are being raised in. At the same time, virtually no healthy marriage relationships are represented in media. Social media has taken the airbrushed models our generation grew up seeing in magazines and made it possible for this generation to create artificial realities with their own images. Kids can create a false version of their own reality through technology and lose touch with the fact that what they see of others is also not reality. Children are isolating in record numbers. Countless kids are considering, talking about, or attempting suicide. The spirit of suicide has almost become glorified with our youth. To admit to having never considered suicide would put a student in the minority upon graduation. There's almost peer pressure to have felt that level of hopelessness. When you think of the youth in your community, prayerfully. Specifically, pray against the spirits of sexual perversion, sexual confusion, hopelessness, defeat, suicide, and death. Pray for restoration of marriages and families. Pray that children in your community be exposed to healthy, godly adults and respectful, interdependent marriages to provide not only an example, but an ideal to aim for. Pray that those who have a holy reverence for God's standards for sexuality and marriage would have the boldness to break social norms and speak this truth in love. Pray that the remnant who honor the sanctity of marriage within the entertainment industry would rise up, take a stand, and influence change. Pray for the salvation and repentance of every music artist, actor, actress, and influencer your student talks about. Just name their names. I'll take it from there. Pray against the spirit of perversion within the church. There are wolves in sheep's clothing in every congregation who are sexually exploiting children whose parents bring them to church looking for a safe community. Children naturally blame God for not protecting them from abuse, but when the abuse happens at the hands of those who are claiming to teach them about God, the spiritual, eternal ramifications are devastating. Journal. I dedicate this time to you, Lord. Speak, Lord. I'm listening. Let me know how I can participate in overcoming the spirit of perversion in my community.